Welcome to the Mesa Public Schools Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you join us this evening. We have some fantastic schools here with us that are going to share some great information about their institutions. My name is Danielle, and I will be your facilitator throughout the session. A few reminders before we get started. Your camera and microphone are off, so the presenters cannot see or hear you. You will be able to use the Q&A button to ask any questions throughout the session. Remember, this is just one of many different sessions that's happening, so be sure to check the schedule on the website for more. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Greater Arizona. All right, let's get started with our very first institution, Loyola University of New Orleans.
Hello, good evening. My name is Ricky Alarcon. I'm with Loyola University, New Orleans. I am an assistant director of admissions located in Dallas, Texas. Go Dallas. But I do recruit everything Western United States. So that includes Arizona, Phoenix area, Western United States. So welcome. Again, we are a private liberal arts institution located in the city of New Orleans, roughly about 3,200 students, called Loyola home. We offer about 119 different academic programs. And as you can see, our class size, very small campus. So everyone kind of knows everyone. Professors are there to teach. You won't see the 50, 100 students in a freshman classroom. So that's, if you like that small, intimate connection with the professors, your colleagues, your cohort, this will be a great school for you. Again, we are a private Jesuit institution, but we do accept students from all faiths and backgrounds. So as you see our stats here from our incoming class of 2021, roughly less than 1,000 students, but you see the female-male breakdown, the students of color. We do attract a lot of students that are first generation, first time in college. And of course, out-of-state students make up 53% of our student population. California, Texas are some of our heavy states that we get students from. So we are located again in the uptown area of New Orleans. It's a historic neighborhood. And across the street, you can see Audubon Park, a great place to where students can read a book, maybe grab a snack and have a picnic before or after class. And so that green space is located right outside of our campus. If you see the map here, everyone knows the French Quarter here. You take St. Charles Street and you go east to west and you'll run into our campus. Well, I mentioned earlier we're a Jesuit Catholic institution, and people ask, well, what does that mean? Basically, when I tell students about our Jesuit education, basically it's what we call cura personalis, it's the care for the whole person. You'll hear that a lot, and that's embedded in our curriculum. Basically, we want our students to become critical thinkers. We want them to become great communicators, learn how to reason. And so when students get a great education here, we also want our students to grow spiritually and be socially aware of what's going on. So when they are out in the real world tackling those challenges, you'll be prepared to do so. So just talk about our programs and what we have here at Loyola. We have 3 different departments, 3 different colleges. Mostly we're known for the music and media. So of course, our traditional music, vocal, performance, but we also have jazz study. We have this industry studies where students can learn the business side of the music industry. We have hip hop and R&B and pop com music program for those content creators, those that are beat makers, those that want to be sound engineers, sound producers. Those are programs that students can do. We also have a great theater program, especially musical theater, filmmaking, and a great journalism, mass communication, all falls in that music and media. Number 2 is probably our College of Business. We are a port city, so trade, commerce, very vital to the city. So management, accounting, entrepreneurship, those are some popular programs in the College of Business. And 3rd is our Arts and Sciences. It's our biggest college because it has the most majors, but it has everything from our sciences, which is probably our 3rd most popular programs. Biology, chemistry, we do offer marine biology. Definitely we could add pre-med, pre-health options to those to get you ready for medical school. And we just started our nursing school, direct entry to nursing school this fall 2021. Also, you'll see computer programming, criminal justice, psychology. So those are programs that we can definitely do, you can do here at our school. I mentioned earlier Jesuit education. We encourage students to double major, add minors to your program. So if you have your major that you want to study, but you also have other passions, we would love to kind of incorporate that into your program. So if a music major wants to take business, or a computer science wants to take a music program, we will highly encourage our students to do that. We do offer a great honors program for those students that are high achievers. There's an additional $5,000 scholarship, and basically you actually even work even in a smaller setting with classes no larger than 20 students. You'll definitely work with faculty to do research, study abroad, internships. So again, a lot of different perks for our honors students that are participating in that program. We also have study abroad. We want our students to go out and see the world. We want you to go explore. And you could do terms as short as a 7-day term, or you can do a semester or a year-long term option. So we definitely want you to get out there and see the world. Again, part of that Jesuit education is to see different environments and learn different things when you go out there. Lastly, I'm going to close on our admission requirements. We are what they call test-free or test-blind, meaning that test scores are not required for admissions or scholarships. So it's a more holistic review. We will look at the students' grades, the rigor. We'll look at a letter of recommendation. An essay is required, and resume is highly optional, but we highly recommend students turn that in as well. We are on the common application, so there's no application fee for us to submit that application. We do have the Loyola's application as well, but most students will do common app, and that's fine. And then just to keep in mind of our deadlines, early actions coming up November 15th. If students want to apply for our honors college, I highly recommend applying early for that. But most students will apply by February 15th. Has some great scholarships. Our merit scholarships run from $14,000 to $23,000. Athletic scholarships, our social justice and music ensemble scholarships that we offer as well. But I highly recommend you contacting me if you want to set up a visit, and we are offering in person and virtual. So with that, my time's up, and I'm going to hand it over to the next presenter.
Thank you. Our next presenter this evening is Beacon College.
Great, thank you, Danielle. Great, good evening, everyone. My name is Sheila Faulkner-Lozer, and I'm the transition counselor for the Pacific West region for Beacon College. I actually reside in Northern California, Beacon College. There we go. So Beacon College was founded in 1989 by visionary parents. We are dedicated exclusively to the undergraduate preparation of students who learn differently, those diagnosed with LD, ADHD, AD, and ASD. We are the first accredited baccalaureate institution in the United States exclusively devoted to students with learning differences. Where are we located? We are located in Florida, Leesburg, Florida, which is 1 hour north of Orlando. And Orlando, as we know, is home to high tourism and the theme parks such as Disney World, SeaWorld, Universal Studios. Orlando has approximately 233 days of sunshine, and Lake County, Florida is home to 1,000 pristine river and lakes. Beacon College has been nationally recognized as a leader in education for students with learning differences. Also ranked #1 3 years in a row by Best Value School, evidence of our competitive tuition and value. You get the most for your education at Beacon College. We are ranked nationally across all student populations by U.S. News and World Report and bestcolleges.com. And the bonus is that we are making waves nationally with a revolutionary transition to college programming for all students with and without a learning difference to build executive functioning and independent skills. We're really excited about our program. What does Beacon offer? We have a diverse career-oriented majors. Our most popular major is anthrozoology. And then we have business management, hospitality. We have web and digital media, human services, humanities, psychology, Studio Arts. Remember, I said we're close to Orlando, so think about Universal Studios. We also offer 15 minors and concentrations. We have a study abroad program, international short-term programs. We have the study abroad program. For example, we traveled to there's Tuscany, South America, Australia, France, the Galapagos Islands, Japan, Russia, Sweden, Costa Rica, and more. We also offer a 4-year scaffolded career development model. So as a student at Beacon College, what we really focus on is that not only as your incoming freshman, but we want to work with you, help you discover who you are, find out who you are, work on your skills with your learning differences, and be able to navigate you to a career. That's what college, going to college is all about. The next step is seeking out a career. But we have a 4-year scaffolded program where each year as a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, you'll work with our career transition team, and they'll be able to further assist you. I'm sorry, went back. And then our academic services and automatic accommodations. We have a Center for Student Success in the center. We have learning specialists and peer tutors that provide academic mentoring and accommodations for the students, helping them succeed and reach their academic goals. They're there one-on-one. Each Beacon College entering student receives, again, one-on-one academic mentoring services that are designed to enhance his or her own academic performance and develop skills for lifelong learning. That's what we're about. We really focus on what the needs are of the students. So roughly 80% of students with learning disabilities do not receive accommodations in their college. And we work with students to identify and be able to figure out what those accommodations are, whether or not they're written notes from professors or extended times on assessments, use of a computer, use of a calculator, separate testing as needed, and assistive technology. But what we have to do, we have to look at the balance between academic and student life. So we've got to have a balance, right? Academics, got to have some fun, right? So what we do offer is for our freshmen, we have suite-style housing for freshmen, allowing most students to live in a single bedroom with a shared bathroom in the living space with 3 or other 4 students. So we also have to, again, have some fun. That's your living quarters, but we also have swimming pools. We have a fitness center. There's a community grill. We have tennis courts. We have intramural sports options such as flag football, kickball, basketball, tennis, soccer, and more. Recreational play such as bowling, dodgeball, 5K training, volleyball. There's so much more. And we have student clubs such as the Animal Club, the Art Club, the Baking Club, the Equestrian Club. We actually have a Disney Club. So there's something for everyone. If you don't see, once you come to visit Beacon College, a club that you don't see a club that you're able to join, then start one. We'll work with you. We'll work with you to start your own club. We also have on-campus mental health and counseling and healthcare resources on site. So let's look at this. So with Beacon College, we also to participate with the Common App, and we also have an internal application online. So there's multiple ways to apply to Beacon. We'll also have financial aid. We have scholarships. Beacon's costs are considerably below those of other top learning different programs nationwide, and we offer families potential tax benefits. We participate in a Raise Me scholarship, the Need for Base Grant scholarships up to $22,000, Bright Mind scholarships up to $10,000 per year, and then we also, if you get a referral from your teacher or counselor, there's $1,000 and much more. There are program options that we're really excited about that I alluded to earlier. This is what we're so happy about. We have options for sophomores, juniors, and seniors enrolling into any college designed to build executive function, social, emotional, and independent living skills. We have one-on-one group-based instruction for students and their families. We are Beacon College is family-centered for the student success. So let's stay connected. We have upcoming webinars, and I have my email here, and I'll share it with everyone, so that way you can get a link to our upcoming Navigator Prep Information Center, our Beacon College, and also our other transition programs.
Thank you to Beacon College. Thank you so much. All right, our next presenter will be St. Leo University.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Danielle. So hi everyone, thank you so much for taking some time out of your evenings to learn about all these great institutions. Today I will be representing St. Leo University, which is located in Tampa Bay, Florida, about 30 minutes north from downtown Tampa and about an hour west from Orlando. My name is Connor Schaefer. I'm a senior assistant director here at St. Leo, and I'm actually also a proud alumni as well from the Northeast. So I completely understand what you are thinking going over 1,000 miles away from home. And I definitely would recommend to keep an open mind throughout that admissions process, because I never thought I would go to Florida for school, and then I'm still in Florida today. So you never know where life will take you. At the bottom of my screen, you will see my contact information. So if you don't get any of your questions answered today in the Q&A and chat feature, please definitely feel free to reach out via email or by phone. So what is St. Leo University all about? St. Leo was established in 1889, and we're actually the oldest Catholic institution in the state of Florida. We're the second largest Catholic institution in the nation, serving over 20,000 students worldwide. But if you visit our campus tomorrow in Tampa Bay, you're going to say, Connor, what are you talking about? There are not 20,000 students on this campus. And you're right. So here in Tampa Bay, we have roughly about 3,000 undergraduate students on our campus. The rest of our student population comes from our education centers throughout the United States and our online programs. So you kind of get the best of both worlds, because you get that small classroom vibe, but at the end of the day, you also will be receiving the amenities, resources, and networking system that you'll receive at a larger institution. At the bottom of your screen, you can see we are represented in 45 different states and over 100 countries in our student population. So you never know who you're going to sit next to in a class. I sat next to my buddy from Brazil or England or Colombia. So it's kind of cool. You'll meet people from all around the world at St. Leo. We are currently ranked number 4 in the South for best value, and for the 11th straight year, we are a top regional university in the South. So we're always excited for that each year. We actually also have 2 different ways you can apply to St. Leo. You can apply for free on our website, or you can apply on the Common Application. It's a very simple application process. We actually are also test optional. There are a lot of different scholarship opportunities. You can receive scholarships between 11 all the way up to 15,000. And if you do graduate from a Catholic high school, you can receive our Catholic Promise Scholarship, which is an additional $3,000 as well. We do have over 50 different academic programs to choose from. Some of our popular majors tend to be criminal justice, our education programs, business, psychology, and our biology programs as well. We have our honors program and our accelerated degree program, so you can get an undergraduate degree at St. Leo in 3 years and then stay 1 additional year for your master's. But we also do have our 3+3 pathway to law school, where we have a partnership with Barry University down in Miami, and then Florida State University up in Tallahassee. Also, I just wanted to list some of our newer majors on campus: our health education and health promotions. We're excited. This previous year, we started our BS in nursing. And then this current year, we are starting our BS in robotics and artificial intelligence. So I always said, as a student, if you're bored on campus, it's truly just because you're not taking advantage of what the university has to offer. So we do have over 70 different clubs and organizations, including Greek life, intramurals, and esports. We also do a lot of things on and off campus. So we do things on campus like concerts, festivals, and carnivals. I know every school I heard bingo, I said that's lame. I'll wait till I'm in a nursing home to do that. But when you're getting Xboxes, PlayStations, flight vouchers, stuff like that, it's definitely a popular thing at St. Leo. We also do off-campus trips, which I was really excited about, especially being new to the Florida area. So we will bring our students to places like the Orlando Park, so Universal, Disney. If you're into the professional sporting leagues, especially in the Tampa area, it's a hot time to be in that area. So we'll bring our students to the Tampa Bay Rays, the back-to-back Stanley Cup champs, the Tampa Bay Lightning, and also the Super Bowl champs, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who we actually are the proud exclusive executive partner of the Tampa Bay Bucks as well. If you are looking to be a student athlete, we have over 23 different NCAA Division II athletic teams, and we are a part of the Sunshine State Conference. We're actually the safest campus in the state of Florida and 7th in the nation, so do not worry going over 1,000 miles away from home. We are a residential campus with over 14 different residential halls, and starting your freshman year all the way up to senior year, you do have the option to be in an apartment suite style as well. There's a lot of things going on, especially with food options. I always said it's not St. Leo if there's not something new happening. And this previous year, we added our Benedict's Coffee House that serves Starbucks products. And we also added our own food truck. You'll see the Hungry Lion on campus. One thing that I'm very excited as an alum to see being open, I should say it's opening, it's not being, it will be opening next month in November, is our brand new wellness center, which you can get a glimpse of what it will look like at the bottom right side of your screen. What's cool about this facility, if you're already thinking you're going to a resort for college, this will actually have the largest infinity pool at a university in the state of Florida. So if you want that resort vibe for college, you're definitely going to get that at St. Leo. Just to wrap it up, here is our social media. And if you do want additional information and you're wondering something additional from my presentation today, I know it's a little hard to hop on a plane and come over to Florida as much as we would love for you to come take a tour on campus. We do have our virtual tour as well on our website. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to learn about St. Leo University, located in Tampa Bay, Florida. Have a great night, everyone.
Thank you. Our next presenter is the University of South Florida.
Thank you so much. So good evening, everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about the University of South Florida. Just to introduce myself, my name is Christy Pugh. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm the regional recruiter advisor for the state of Arizona. So I'm kind of your first point of contact with any questions you may have. But just as an overview, the University of South Florida was founded in 1956. So we are a young and thriving university. We maintain an overall enrollment of over 50,000 students. And even though we are a large institution, we still have a student to faculty ratio of 21:1 with an average class size of around 33 students. So similar to what you see in high school. USF really does pride itself on diversity, with 41% of our students coming from diverse backgrounds. And we do have students from all 50 states and 145 different countries. We do offer close to 200 majors and concentrations across our 14 academic colleges. So odds are, whatever it is you want to study, we probably have it at USF. We are America's fastest rising university. We are ranked 46 among public institutions by US News and World Report, and we're very proud of this fact. Fastest rising just means we are quickly rising in the rankings, and that shows that we are on the right trajectory to make our way to the top. So it's a really exciting part to be a part of USF. We are one university geographically distributed, and what that means is that when I refer to the University of South Florida, I'm referring to all three of our campus locations in Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota, Manatee. Each campus offers something a little bit different, a little bit unique. You actually get to pick which campus you want when you apply. So we have the Tampa campus. It is our biggest campus, houses a majority of our academic majors and student organizations. So if you're looking for, a classic large public institution kind of vibe, this is the campus for you. Our next campus is St. Petersburg. It's a little bit smaller, where city meets sand. So St. Petersburg is a really beautiful beachfront town. So if you are into outdoor recreation, you like going to the beach, you're looking for a little bit of a smaller campus, maybe you're interested in marine science, this might be the campus for you. And lastly, our Sarasota Manatee campus. This is the smallest of the three campuses. It only has a couple thousand students with a 13:1 student to faculty ratio. So think private school feel, but for a public school price. In regards to student life, we do have over 1,000 student organizations and on-campus events each year, so you definitely won't get bored. There's always something to do. And we are NCAA Division I athletics. So we play in the American Conference, and we actually share a stadium with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So they play in the Raymond James Stadium, and that's also where the Bulls play. So that makes for a very exciting game day experience. If you're interested in sports, but maybe don't want to play at that D1 level, we do offer our recreation and intramural sports. That's one of our highlighted student organizations that a lot of our students are involved in. And my personal favorite fun fact is there is a Publix on campus. So Publix, if you're not familiar, is a very popular grocery store chain in the South, but especially in Florida. And it is very convenient for our students to have one right there in their backyard on campus. Kind of switching gears now to some freshman admission information. So you could apply to USF 3 ways: Common App, Coalition App, or our USF admissions website. And our application is very straightforward. We just need a $30 application fee or an application fee waiver, your official high school transcripts, and your official ACT or SAT test scores. That's it. Once you submit those 3 things, your application is complete and we will review it. I've included our admitted freshman profile here to give you an idea of what the average admitted student, what their GPA and their test score was. Unfortunately, USF is not test optional. This is not a USF decision. This is a Florida Board of Governors decision. So if you are interested in any of the public institutions in Florida, they are going to require you to submit test scores for admissions consideration. In regards to student and fees for an out-of-state student, your tuition and fees will be around $17,000 for the academic year. When you include tuition and fees, housing, meals, book supplies, and other, you're looking at around $35,000 for the academic year. Which, yes, that is a large sum of money. However, when you compare that to other institutions, you'll find that our rates are extremely competitive. We have some of the lowest tuition rates in the country, and you'll find that our rates are often the same or lower than some of the in-state rates at non-Florida universities. So cost of attendance, definitely something to consider because this will be a reoccurring expense for the next 4 to 5 years. One of the ways in which you could offset that tuition cost is going to be through scholarships, and we do offer merit-based scholarships for our out-of-state students. Like I said, these are based on merit. So if you have the GPA and you have the test score, you're automatically going to get the scholarship associated with that GPA and test score. You can see on that non-Florida resident line. Starts with our Green and Gold Scholars Waiver at $6,000 per year, and then it goes up with our Director and Presidential Waiver. You'll see it has the yearly amount and the 4-year total amount because once you get this scholarship, you can maintain it all 4 years. Winding down now with some application deadlines. Big one to remember, December 1st, that's our priority application deadline. This is not binding, it is not early action. It simply gives you your best chance of admission and campus selection. It really shows that you've made us a priority. So December 1, that's a big deadline. If you don't meet that December 1 deadline, next one is January 15th. That's the application completion deadline for admission scholarships that I just spoke on. You have to apply by this date to be considered. And then May 1st, that's our admissions deposit deadline. Let us know by this date if you're going to be attending USF. And I know that was a lot of information I threw at you guys. So if you have any questions, this is my contact information. And thank you guys so much for listening, and go Bulls.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing that great information. All right, our last presenter is the University of Tampa. And while University of Tampa is getting ready, I want to encourage our attendees to use the Q&A button to ask any questions throughout the session. You can ask questions to any of the colleges. After the University of Tampa finishes, we will be able to bring all of our college representatives back to the screen to share some great advice for our attendees. All right, take it away, University of Tampa.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks everyone for hanging in there. My name is Veronica. It does say Stacy. I just want you to get familiar with that name. That is your direct admissions counselor. So she does work with students from your area. However, she was just experiencing a technical difficulty. So instead, I'm going to highlight UT and what we're all about and give it to you in this short time that we have together. So we are a private institution, meaning it is the same cost for in-state and out-of-state tuition. We're located right in the heart of downtown Tampa, so it's a very urban environment, about a 5-minute walk to the downtown. And we have a medium-sized student body, about 10,000 students. So you're constantly seeing new faces on campus and familiar faces as well. So if you're looking for access to internships, events, entertainment, all that good stuff, this is definitely a unique setting where you get to experience the best of both worlds. So beyond the beaches, which may be more obvious, like I said, we're located in the hustle and bustle of things downtown. So there's major sporting events to go to, the Tampa River Walk, Curtis Hickson Waterfront Park, Sparkman's Wharf right on the water, tons of things to see and do beyond the campus. So we definitely embrace the downtown as an extension of our campus. And we also host Gasparilla every January, which is that big pirate ship that you're looking at right there. It's a really fun pirate invasion festival that takes place every year for students to participate in. We have a really diverse student body in a lot of aspects, not only socioeconomically and ethnically, but geographically speaking as well. So we have all 50 states represented, over 135 countries, and our average student studies 1,000 miles away from home. So coming from across the country, you're definitely not alone. Many students make that transition on our campus. Switching gears here a little bit to highlight our academics, our average class size is roughly 22 students, so pretty comparable to what you might already be used to, with a 17-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So you'll build a relationship with your professors, they're accessible with office hours throughout the week, and a great way to explore and navigate some of those job and internship opportunities throughout your time. 96% of our classes have 40 students or fewer, and 90% of our faculty have their PhD or terminal degree. So we don't have any large lecture halls and no graduate assistants teaching. It's a very intimate classroom size setting if that's how you learn best. It's very interactive and we pride ourselves on experiential education and that hands-on learning component. So we have over 200 different areas of study to choose from, a lot of flexibility in terms of double majoring or majoring and minoring in fields that are completely unrelated. I want to make mention that 3 of our programs are not direct admit. So that would be nursing, athletic training, and education. Those 3 programs require separate admission during your sophomore year. Everything else is direct admission. And as I mentioned, about 200 different areas. The big ones that we don't offer are engineering and architecture, but just about everything else you can find on our campus. We have a really active student body, involved in sports. We're NCAA Division II. We're part of the Sunshine State Conference. We also have club sports, intramurals, and we have over 300 different clubs and organizations. So a lot of different ways for you to get involved on campus. And then just some of our application deadlines to take note of. I also like to stop here and point out this aerial shot of our campus. So you can see our campus is very tight knit, self-contained. There are no major city streets running through our campus, but you have that accessibility still to the downtown. So you get that traditional campus feel. So if you take note of some of those deadlines right there, the first one that we are quickly approaching is Early Action 1, November 15th. So all of these deadlines are non-binding and we are rolling admissions. So we evaluate applications as they come in. So I typically encourage students to apply sooner rather than later. So just keep that deadline of November 15th in the back of your mind. And when it comes to actually filling out the application, there are 3 different ways you can go about that. You can use the Common App, the UT application, or the Coalition application. All 3 of those are treated equally. You'll be happy to know that we are test optional, so you don't have to submit an SAT or ACT score. Those will not be considered as part of the application process. So instead, please just send us an essay, a letter of recommendation, and your official high school transcripts to complete your file. So just choose one of those applications, send us those materials, and choose the application term that you are looking to apply by. So again, that first one, November 15th, get that all in by November 15th, and you'll hear an official update by December 20th. And in terms of financial aid, we award students very generously. We offer very competitive merit-based awards, so you're automatically considered at the time that you apply. We're recognizing your academic achievements in high school. We also have departmental and specialized scholarships on our website that you can seek out and apply for separately. And then of course, be sure to complete the FAFSA, the application for federal aid, so that is taken into consideration as well. I know that was a lot of information. I have our social media handles listed here. It's a great way to stay connected, see UT from a couple different perspectives, stay in the loop with those dates and deadlines. And we also offer tons of virtual events that'll dive into much greater detail about our campus and different areas of study. So hopefully we'll see you either in person or virtually. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. All right. We are now at the part of our program where we bring all of our college representatives back to the screen to share advice with our attendees. And our very first question this evening is, what advice would you give someone who is going through the college search process?
Yes, when talking to students, I tell them, especially it's the seniors, that, take a deep breath, relax. Sometimes this could be very stressful, but just know that you will find your college, visit the campus, talk to representatives just like us, and we'll be happy to answer those questions. But yes, reach out to us. That's usually the big thing, but you will find your school.
Definitely. The advice I would give students is that just take your time, search as many colleges as you can. Don't stop, just look at, community college, look at, the universities, look at the Cal States, look at, the private colleges, don't, look, explore your options. And then once you look at that, schedule a tour. Once you can narrow it down to maybe 10 colleges, you're able to take, visit the colleges, ask questions. Just keep asking questions. That's the advice that I would give them. Just ask questions about everything from admissions to residents to, housing to financial aid. Just ask questions.
To kind of piggyback on what everyone's saying so far, definitely I always like to say just keep an open mind throughout the admissions process. Senior year, Connor, if you asked me if I was going to college in Florida over 1,000 miles away from home, I would have said there's no way. And then I visited and everything changed from that point forward. So I would just say keep an open mind with the type of schools you're looking for and then the location. I believe we're all representing quite a far distance, so we would all love for you to keep that open mind when it comes to distance for sure.
Say my advice to students would be to visit the campus if you can. I know right now traveling might not be a thing you could do, but a lot of institutions, USF included, are offering virtual campus tours. And these virtual tours are very in-depth, give you a very good feel of what the campus is like. And also look at their virtual events because, again, some schools might have in-person open houses, things like that, and a lot of them are virtual as well.
I will echo what everybody else has already mentioned and just say really utilize us as admissions counselors throughout this process as your inside guide. That's what we're here for, to help you in this process.
That's wonderful advice. I really appreciate the advice of exploring your options and utilizing the resources that are available to you, both human and online, right? All right, the next question is, typically a college representative favorite, but I'm gonna ask you to narrow it down to just one thing you want our attendees to remember about your school.
We have, our College of Music and Media, our music students come here as freshmen and, we tell them, we definitely will get you involved as soon as you get into the door. And we really do. We hand them the keys to our production studios, our classrooms. They get keys to just, start creating content, practicing and doing all that stuff that music students love to do. And that's the one thing I want them to know is like, we really do get you involved right away.
What I would want, one thing, could it be two things in one sentence? So what I would look at for, again, Beacon College, we serve the students who learn differently. That's our student population. And that we look at the student holistically. So we look at every aspect of the student and that we are family.
With St. Leo, again, just to reiterate, I would just say it's the size. It's a unique size. You're getting that small campus vibe, so it's only the 3,000 students on main campus. But right now you have 20,000 peers around the world studying at St. Leo. So it's the best of both worlds, getting that amenities and resources as a larger school, but also having that small classroom vibes.
I would say something to remember about USF is kind of similar is the campus size. We have over 50,000 students, and the great thing about a big school is that comes with a lot of opportunities, and you could always make it feel smaller by getting involved. If you go to a smaller school, you can't necessarily make it bigger than it actually is. So don't let that deter you away from, going to or being interested in a larger school.
I just want to highlight this location. I think it's hard to beat. So if you're looking for something beyond the college scene, this will give you that best of both worlds atmosphere.
That's great. Thank you all. All right, we're going to switch the order because I know sometimes it's harder for our college representatives who go at the end to think of something new. So the order for this question is just reverse it. But this question is an opportunity for you to share one myth you would debunk from the college admission process. So we'll start with Veronica.
Putting me on the spot here. I would say a lot of times when I talk to students, they're really apprehensive about even applying just based on their GPA alone. So don't let the average admitted GPA discourage you from considering schools because that is not necessarily the make or break.
Sorry, the order's throwing me off. One myth I'd like to debunk is that this is a scary process. The college admissions, our application does not need to be scary. We're here to help you guys. So definitely, take advantage of those resources that are available to you.
Just kind of to echo one thing I always tell my students, I had a stress-free process for the admissions process. It's a very stressful time, but use us, because I know I have so many students that say, I'm so sorry to bother you. It's never a bother to contact us. The amount of times they say, you're never a bother, I'm here to help to make your life easier. We truly are here to help, so never feel like you're a bother when you're contacting us.
Definitely, the college admission process can be scary. And again, our population, we have students who have learning differences. We have a student population of about 400 plus. So one myth I would debunk is that students who learn differently or have different diagnoses, that they are able to attend college and they can thrive and be successful adults and seek out rewarding careers.
Yeah, I would echo what Connor mentioned, using us as a tool, to help you out there in this process, especially with financial aid and scholarships. A lot of us have like net price calculators on our website. So I tell students that that's the great way to kind of see, how much it will actually give you a good idea of the cost and scholarships that students are able to receive. So sometimes the cost can seem, for a private school such as ourselves, seems too big, but we can help, kind of give you some great aid for that.
Wonderful. Thank you all so much. You did great with the order change. And you shared really great information that I think our attendees and everyone who's watching will enjoy and appreciate. So that does bring us to the end of this session. Thank you all so much for attending. When you close out of this session, you will see a quick survey with just 5 questions. We appreciate any feedback that you're able to offer us. Want to also encourage you to join the other sessions that are happening tonight. And remember that this recording will be available at strivescan.com/Greater Arizona. Have a great evening, everyone.